everyone, welcome back. If you watched last week's vlog, you'll see that I'm actually carrying on from where I ended last week. So it's my birthday, yay! I keep forgetting though, to be honest with you, because we're busy, I just keep forgetting that it is, you know, and I'm like, all of a sudden I'll be like, oh yeah, you know, and it'll something dawn on me. You know, usually I'll be at home and like we'll do like some cards and presents in the morning, stuff like that, but obviously we're traveling for work purposes. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are worse things to do on your birthday if you're sort of working, because you know, it's a nice experience at the same time, but it's just not what I'm used to, really. It just feels really different, so I keep forgetting that it actually is the day. But anyway, birthday aside, it's early. We got up at 5 o'clock this morning and the weather's really nice. I mean, it's always sunny on my birthday, isn't it?
Well, it's a little bit cloudy.
We have this saying in my house, like, because my birthday's spring, I always say to Tim since the day I met him, it's always sunny on my birthday, because it usually is, to be fair. I think there's like one year where it was a little bit cloudy, but...
Have you had it snow on your birthday before?
No, I've never had snow. No, it's usually always been like this, to be fair. And to be fair, spring is a little bit of a gamble, because sometimes you just don't know what you're going to get. But usually, well, 9 times out of 10 on my birthday, the weather is like this. Quite a little bit chilly, you know, but it's almost like light jacket weather. And it's too early to tell really at the moment, but it looks quite, I'll just turn the camera around so you can have a little look. Here is the weather. Well, it's early at the moment, so you can see there are blue skies ahead. I'll take that. I'll take those blue skies. I mean, considering that we only had, my watch says, 4.5 hours sleep, I've actually woke up feeling quite sprightly.
I was going to say, you look really tanned.
Well, do you know what? Do you know what I think I've done to make it all tanned? I've been putting sun cream underneath my primer, so that obviously when the sun gets my face, it's protected, because obviously it can still get through the makeup, especially when you only wear very minimal makeup. And I've only put a little bit of blusher on, so I need to put a little bit of primer on. Sorry, a little bit of a long-winded story, but before I put the primer on, I put like the sun cream on, because if it is a little bit sunny, the rays are still strong enough to catch a little bit of a tan. Well, anyway, I packed the one I've been using for my face, and because it was packed away, I was like, oh, I need one today. So I'd got this other one, which was actually in the medicine box, and I used that, and I think it's got some bronzing element in it, because I'm looking like I've got a bit of a tan.
You look good.
Thanks, sexy. And you know, I've been really...
And I'm not just saying that because it's your birthday. I compliment you every day.
Yeah, he does.
So,
he is very complimentary. I'm very lucky with my husband, to be fair. But no, every morning I've been waking up and I've been really, really struggling with my arm. In fact, I've got some physio on it when I get back, because I've been really struggling with my arm and my neck. But last night, I tried the new Bob and Brad's neck and back massager, and it was absolutely insane. Watch this. This is what it was like. I've got the new Bob and Brad's back and neck massager, and I'm so excited to use it. Reason being is I've really been struggling with all up my neck, top part of my back, and all down my arm, and I really needed something that was gonna help. It's got heat options, it's got one button control, it's got a shiatsu massage, so it's designed to give you that little bit of comfort. So what's really good about this is that there's all different places of the body that you can actually use it and benefit from it. So you've got the lower back, the upper back, the neck, which is what I really want to focus on. You've got the abdomen as well, the thighs and the calves. So there's all these different places. So it's multitasking. Power button is in the top right-hand corner. So just checking out different motions. Ooh, there we go. Look at that. I love the fact that you can have it heated, because that's just such a soothing thing to have heat on your back or on your neck, in my case. You can go in the opposite direction, so you press it for the second time, takes you the other way. I like that. Oh, I don't know what way to go. I might try both, actually. Yeah, there is that option to have it with heat or without heat. Press it once and you get it with heat. Press it for the second time, you get it in the opposite direction with heat. Press it for the third time, you get it without the heat in the opposite direction. And then for the fourth time, you get it in the opposite direction without heat as well. So you've got your options for heat there. Just added the cushion for that extra little bit of comfort. That is so relaxing. I actually, if I close my eyes, I actually feel like I'm having a proper full-on massage. That is really nice. I actually feel so relaxed. If you close your eyes, you feel like you're having a proper massage. But what I love about this is that I don't have to pay salon prices. Like I'm in a salon having a proper massage. Wow, I love it. You can save now on the Bob and Brad neck and back massager by using my discount code here on the screen now. I'll also put this discount code in the description of this video along with the link. Tim's having a go on it now. He's nicked it off me. And I'm not joking. I feel so good this morning. So I know it's my birthday the next day. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna have this neck and back massager. Why not? But my neck and my back, I really do feel some relief. Like, no word of a lie, 15 minutes on your back, and it goes off after an automatic timer after 15 minutes. So, you know, like if you had it on too long or anything like that, you probably have it on longer if you like, but it just goes off automatically after 15 minutes because you might get carried away, possibly even fall asleep, because it's quite a deep penetrating massage, and you can have it in like two different directions. But honestly, I feel like quite a little bit of relief, and I'm not joking. So that has put me in a good mood for today as well. Obviously, we're flying at 12. We weren't going to get up this early to come to the airport, but there's two reasons we've had to leave early. First one being one of the roads is closed, so there's diversions. So getting there, we need to add on a bit of time for driving situations, basically. And then yesterday, we woke up to the news that Heathrow was on fire. Well, a section of Heathrow, and all flights were cancelled.
It wasn't. It was a power thing.
Yeah. I didn't know the name of what it actually was, but basically all flights were cancelled going out, and no flights were coming in either. So everybody was like diverted somewhere else, and there's this massive knock-on effect. Now, we don't know whether it's really going to affect our flight at Gatwick, but I think obviously they're going to be making way for more flights to come in for the ones that couldn't land yesterday. Obviously there's this snowball effect, but it could potentially affect our flight. We're only going to France, so I don't think it will, but you've just got to make allowances because anything is possible at the moment. Anytime you travel, top tip, and I should actually tell myself this top tip.
The reason why we are going by flying is because it was cheaper than going by Eurostar.
Yeah, and because what the plan is as well, we need the car for when we come back because we're flying from Gibraltar. So we're on a little bit of a mission, really. So we're flying to Paris today, and then tomorrow we're flying from Paris to Seville, Spain, and then we're driving from Seville right down to the south of Spain because we're spending a few days there because I've got family over there, and then from there we're driving from that part of the south of Spain to Gibraltar, and we're going to be having a night in Gibraltar, and we're going to be flying back from Gibraltar. Now, if you want to fly to Gibraltar from the UK, you can only fly Gatwick. Like, you cannot get a flight. You used to be able to fly from Luton and Stansted, but you can't do that anymore. Luton, I think it was, weren't it? Not Stansted, I think it was Luton.
Luton, yeah.
But you can't anymore if you want to go to Gibraltar. Oh, magpies today. Good morning, Mr. Magpie. You have to fly Gatwick, and for us, that is a serious inconvenience because Gatwick is further then Stansted and Luton, and Norwich just don't fly anywhere. So like forget Norwich, because Norwich is our local airport, but I think you can get the odd flight to Tenerife if you pay through the roof. So anyway,
No,
that
crap, innit?
yeah, it's absolutely yeah,
Worst
it's
thing
not
about
for
my
us
job
really.
is going to the airport and travelling.
Yeah,
And when it's Gatwick or Heathrow, it's 3 hours. In fact, that's 3 hours without traffic.
yeah.
M25, nightmare. Most of the time when I go to Heathrow, coming back, it could take me 5 hours.
Can you
5
imagine
hours.
how much easier your job would be if we lived like Cambridge?
I wouldn't want to live in Cambridge.
Tim's from Cambridge, he's allowed to say that.
I like living on the coast.
So anyway, yeah, we're up a little bit earlier than usual. I can definitely feel the sun coming through. We're on our way to Gatwick Airport, and at Gatwick
And our
Airport,
wild bean.
yeah, we've got the coffee, of course.
It's our essential drink
Yeah,
before
baby.
we travel, wild bean.
Cheers. Cheers. It's my birthday coffee. So we're getting an EasyJet flight. So it's a little bit different from the last flight that we flew. So if any of you have been watching the channel, you know we recently flew business class Emirates. I was so excited. I was like a kid in a sweet shop. Today, I'm not a kid in a sweet shop, but I'm gonna have a nice time anyway. It's what you make of it at the end of the day. We can have fun wherever we are as long as we're together. Isn't that right?
Definitely.
Come with me and enjoy a travel day. Cheers. I would be more likely to get to the flight on time if we didn't have to walk all the way round Will's mother's just to get out of this area. I mean, oh my God. And I've lost Tim. Where is he? I'm gonna have to ring him. Either I've abandoned him or he's abandoned me. I don't know which way round it is at all. I know, I've got heels on. Can't go as fast as you. Should have put my trainers on. No, I know. See, we're running late. We were doing really, really well. We were fine, we were on time. And then Tim's laptop bag had to be checked and it took forever. And then Tim needed to get some shoes because he realised he got no shoes for his outfit tonight. So then we had to go and get some shoes. And Casper's going, I want to go to the Rainbow Park. And we're like, you can't go to the Rainbow Park, we've got to go on an airplane. But I'll tell you what, I'm getting my steps in. That's a bonus. But I should not have put heels on. But I thought, because it's just a short flight today, I can wear my heel boots, because usually I'll travel in like trainers. But I thought, I'll put my heel boots on. We're going to Paris. It's only an hour up the road, or up the sky. I don't know what way you want to say it. So I thought, oh, it's only going to be quick. But now I'm really regretting it. Never, no matter where you're going, travel in heels.
So you do this rushing around, then you get here and there's a queue. So.
Great. Could have bought myself a pair of shoes as well, that's right. It's one of those seating areas where there's nothing actually
nice
here.
shoes.
Let's have a look at these shoes then, Tim, that you've just purchased on a whim. He literally just went in and was like, which ones? I went, them. He just got them.
Well, no, actually, I said to the lady, I said, which ones will look good with black trousers? And then I was about to buy them, and I said to Gabby, these ones? And Gabby went like that, and I thought the woman was a bit embarrassed.
Well, I don't mean it in a rude way, but he obviously asked black trousers. She picked up a brown pair of like relaxed kind of loafers, and I was like, this is for a suit.
No, red.
Ooh,
Stitching.
I would call that burgundy. Yeah, that's burgundy.
Actually, these are stitched rather than glued.
These are one of these seating areas though, where there's like no coffee shops, no vending machines, nothing. And we're actually like, we could really use some water right now. Did
Yeah.
not think ahead. I mean, there's nothing worse than when you're sat at an airport waiting to board and your flight's delayed, or you've got to wait a long time. You're like, I just don't want to be here. I'm so bored. And then there's nothing worse than rushing like mad, sweating, and being like, oh my God, I'm gonna miss my flight. So what would you prefer? Would you prefer to be like hours early, or would you prefer to be cutting it fine? Let us know in the comments what you think. But I hate it when we're rushing like mad and then we get to a gate and then we're like waiting for ages at the gate. Yeah, they've put up flashing wording saying boarding, final call,
And
final
it's hard
call.
to believe that we were up at 5 this morning and it's now 12. That you've got to love 3-hour and 4-hour drive to the airport.
It's going to be the longest birthday I've ever had. I don't think I've ever got up that early on my birthday before.
When you used to go to bed early and equal out.
I've gone to bed late the previous morning, gone to bed about 5 o'clock, but I've never woke up at 5 o'clock. Happy birthday. When you sing.
You're not supposed to ask people to sing to you, have
No, you're not, are you? Just trying to make the most of it, really. You need to milk it. I quite like the fact that we can walk straight on through this thing, don't you?
Yeah.
So it's an EasyJet plane. It's really tiny though. On you go. I'll say, it's quite clean, isn't it? Feels very new.
It does, the seats do. There's
Yeah.
in EasyJet, I think.
Yeah, is it because the chairs are quite slim so it saves space? Because they are quite petite chairs, aren't they? Window for Mr. Fumpies to look out of. Not a bad size for a small plane. Got the tray table, all very standard really.
Allow other passengers to board. Please only place your large pre-purchased bags into the overhead lockers.
Honestly, Casper's
Smaller
like
bags and
ruffling my hair, so I was like, probably looks to the right.
Oh, you always
However,
say
if
the
it's
same.
some bags are set to or a front row seat,
Are you
please place
excited?
your bags and recycled into the overhead
Yeah.
lockers. Once you have
We
packed
haven't
your
been
Excited
to-
to
please
never been
spend
to
all
Paris.
these days with
allow
me.
quick boarding.
Never
This
been
is
to
a
Paris.
no-smoking flight that doesn't include e-cigarettes.
Have we ever?
If you need any
We've been to
assistance,
Euro
please
Disney,
help.
but that
That's
doesn't
not
really count. But the thing is, we're not really going to Paris now either because we're going to a hotel and then leaving tomorrow. So we're not going to see any of Paris, which is a bit of a shame really, but it's all about timing. We've got a strict agenda that we've got to stick to because obviously from Paris we're flying to Spain. So there's just no time to stay any longer, is there? It's a bit of a shame, but that's the story of our lives. We'll have to come back. We'll have to come back. Oh, it'd be nice to do another day next time. We'll have to come back.
qui se trouve sous votre siège. Retirez le gilet du sachet et enfilez-le. Passez les sangles autour de votre
Oh, really? The Rainbow Park.
Tirez sur la sangle pour l'ajuster. Veuillez ne pas gonfler votre gilet de sauvetage avant d'être à l'extérieur. Une fois
Nobody
dehors,
knocking.
veuillez le gonfler en tirant sur la poignée. S'il ne se gonfle pas ou s'il n'est pas
You
assez
wouldn't believe it, but Casper's had a haircut and it's still wild.
Trouverez une lampe et un sifflet pour attirer l'attention de leur gilet de sauvetage. Veuillez lire la notice qui se trouve dans la poche de rangement de votre siège avant le décollage. Celle-ci contient des instructions de sécurité.
He looks so worried.
What can you see, Fams? Uber. We're in an Uber.
With milk.
And we're on our way to the Ritz in Paris. And although, like I said before, I've been to Euro Disney and drove sort of past Paris, I've never actually been into Paris, into the city. And we're driving through, and do you know what? It is just like the heart of London. It's just as busy. Obviously, it's a city. But the buildings, every single building has a balcony. And other than that, do you feel like you could be in London? The buildings are beautiful though, but they are in London as well.
This is a very exclusive part. Oh, we're right by the...
Where's that? What is that? Wow. Where are we?
the Ritz.
Oh, what? This is the Ritz? Ah, it does look really grand around here.
Like, you're right in the centre of Paris.
If you can see anything out the window.
This big square.
Oh, wow. Okay, this square bit is a little bit of a game changer. It is like London, apart from this little square. Wow. I'm so glad I've bought a nice dress for tonight. Can you see out the window? So grand.
Hello, welcome to the Ritz Paris.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good, thank you.
I'm good, okay, nice Paris. Where are you coming from?
England.
England?
Okay, let's try and get out of here. Right, Casper, wait there, baby. Wait there, stand still. Okay. Okay. Calm down.
Madame, hello.
Hiya.
Okay, how are you?
Hello.
You want me to take your bag?
Oh, thank you.
Please.
Thank you very much. Casper is sat in the Ritz having chicken nuggets and chips. Everyone's having fancy food and fine dining and cream teas and afternoon teas. That's hot, that one. And he's sat here having his chicken nuggets and chips. How cool is that telly? The only problem is we need some music on that telly.
This must be the most impressive sight there.
Casper, what are you doing?
Stones on the left, and then straight up. Just incredible. You literally push things out of the way to walk down the road.
This room is so elegant. It looks amazing, doesn't it? But do you know what? There is no long length mirror in here. I do not know what I look like, apart from the fact I've taken photographs and it's given me a bit of an idea. All I've got is head and shoulders, that's all. There's a long length mirror there, but it's covered by a table.
It's important to keep most cuttings moist. But with succulents like this, you have to do just the opposite.
I'm actually going to embrace.
Do you want to open some cards?
Yeah. I've not opened any cards apart from one today.
Yeah, give it to Mummy. Yeah, I'll give it to Mummy.
Is this from you, Casper?
Yeah. Give this to Mummy.
Wow.
Give this to Mummy.
Is this from you? Is this the birthday card to Mummy? Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, I've done the most crazy thing and bought something at the minibar because it's Gabby's birthday.
Do you know what? The funny thing is, when we come to these hotels, I would say 8 times out of 10, we get like, when we come to these hotels, and we don't expect it by any means, but we usually get like a complimentary bottle of fizz, sometimes champagne, sometimes just sparkling wine, whatever. And the one time we've actually got a reason to really embrace, and we've got time to kill as well, which is really unlike us. We didn't get any. And we could have really have done with some tonight. So Tim had to go and buy some from the minibar, which is fair enough, but it's blooming expensive in the minibar, isn't it? But because it's expensive, I'm embracing every mouthful. Cheers, darling.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let me read the card from you. I've only opened one card today, and that was from Tim when we woke up first thing this morning, because my cards are here and I do intend to open them, but we've just not had any downtime whatsoever. And obviously by the time that Tim had finished filming the room, we had to rush to get ready. This is actually a fluke that we actually have downtime. Where's my fizz gone? I can't reach that.
Whose is whose? That's yours.
Oh, thank you.
So, as nice as the room is. No, hang on. What was you just talking about that I wanted to nick?
About how, like, most of the time we get a complimentary bottle.
So, you couldn't make it up, right? The amount of times that we've had complimentary champagne in a room, and I've actually never drunk it. I've either been on my own, or when I've been with Gabby, we've been rushing around and then we've got to get to dinner. But time has worked out that we actually have a little bit of time in the room that we thought would open some of Gabby's cards and presents. Go on.
The only thing we've got complimentary to drink in here is some water.
But because it's Gabby's birthday, I thought I would stupidly pay for this, which is
Expensive stuff.
€95, I think.
Road. But that's how much you love me. Thanks, sexy pants. How much?
€95.
95 euros for that?
Yeah. I know, and I'm the one that always go on about the minibar prices, but it's my wife's birthday, and
I think I'd have rather have had the money.
do you know what? It will still be cheaper than I think going downstairs having a drink. So, but we are going to have a drink downstairs. But you know.
Anyway, let's see the
Turn my
card.
camera off to the side.
Move it to the side.
No. Just press the button at the side. Turn it off.
This bit.
No, at the side. Feel it?
Oh yeah. Right, let's oh look, Mummy from your little monster. Is this from you? Happy birthday, Mummy from your little monster. Mummy, have a scarily good day. Happy birthday. Love, Casper. Wow, did you do this?
Did a bit of a drawing there.
Wow, thank you so much.
And he told me to leave the price on because he said he wants you to know how much you paid. That was a little piggy bank.
Oh, thank you so much, my darling. Thank you.
Would you like your first gift
I
from him?
love it. Yes, please. What, first gift? How many have I got? I love the fact these
You've got a
glasses say
few
the
gifts,
Ritz on.
but you've
So
got a
hot.
little gift from Casper as well.
Ooh.
Look at this. What people don't see in my vlog.
Yeah,
haven't put
we
my
have our
socks on yet.
photographs taken. I've got my heels on and everything. I'm like, should we have long length, like, pictures taken, Tim? And he was like, no, because I've got no shoes on. Ooh, thank you, Casper. It's always nice to have some in the cupboard.
What
Thank
film's
you.
that from?
It's Gavin and Stacey when she gets the talc for Christmas.
It is always nice to have it in the cupboard.
You never know when you're going to need some. And the amount of times I've run out and gone, oh man, I've got to get a super drug now. And I didn't plan on going to town, but I've got to because
No,
I
but I
need
tell you what,
deodorant.
it's like when I get those kind of presents at Christmas, like shower gels and face washes, it does come in handy and it lasts you all year. You don't have to buy any then, do you?
Yeah. The morning after the birthday, waking up in France at the Ritz, and we have a coffee. These glamorous takeaway cups. They almost look like a Cadbury's. I don't know with like the
Yeah, the
purple.
colour does.
Do you know what though? There's been a few times when we've had like a balcony in that, when we've visited these hotels, and we never get an opportunity to actually go on it properly, do we?
No.
And the fact that we've got up really early this morning and Casper still asleep, because these balcony doors would not be open if Casper was awake, that's for sure. Because there's a lot of gapage.
Actually get through, I guess, if you've tried to, couldn't you? So.
Yeah. So I wouldn't risk it.
But
for
these rooms
anything,
are not
but
designed really for kids to be in
No.
them, I guess.
They're not. I mean, it's a parental responsibility at the end of the day, isn't it? I guess.
I love these flowers.
So
Are
beautiful,
they
aren't they?
real?
So French.
Oh my God, they're real.
Did you think they were fake?
I thought they'd be quite high maintenance if they were real, but they are. I mean, you've got to admire them for that, haven't you? The effort they go to for things like that. I mean, I can't even look after my rose bush at home.
Yeah, and they're all the way along that. Really nice. Is that where we had dinner last night? Yeah.
I love mornings though. And you're going to laugh at me when I say this, but mornings are the best part of the day. They really are. If you can get up early.
You never get up early.
I know. And that's the shame. That's the shame.
You just want to lay in bed.
Because it is the best part of the day. It's so nice. You know, you've got the whole day ahead of you. It's a really nice feeling. You get more done. And it's just the fact that it's like a start to a new day. It just feels so good, especially when the weather's going to be nice. If the weather's going to be bad, it's not good. Me and Tim have got this memory, haven't we? Newport Beach.
That's the kettle that I ordered.
You ordered a kettle?
Yeah, you take over. But I did say that I need to worry about ringing.
I'll continue. As I was saying, me and Tim have got this memory. We were on holiday at Newport Beach and we were jet lagged. So we got up extra early. The sun was just coming up and we were actually on a ground floor. We were with Holly as well. Holly was quite little. Outside our balcony, there was this greenery and it went up onto a hill, and obviously there was a coffee machine in the room and that. So we made ourselves a coffee and we decided to go walk out of our balcony, go up the green hill and just go and like watch the sun come up. And it was really, really nice feeling. But Newport Beach is so pretty, and on top of this hill you could see, like, obviously they've got the beach there, but they've also got where the sea obviously filters off to make a river, if you like, and they have lots of boating activity on the river, and it's just really pretty, you know, the whole scenery. I've never seen anything like Newport Beach, and it was just so nice watching the sun come up and seeing the river. It's not like the river where we live, like the Broads and that. It was just completely kind of different, very green, you know, rather than hay. I guess we got a lot of hay in Norfolk. Anyway, it was one of the best memories ever, drinking that coffee on that hill, watch the sun come up. And I just think that's something that'll play my mind forever. If you can get up in the mornings, it is amazing. But I can't get up in the morning. And I think it just woke the whole of the Ritz up laughing. It's amazing.
So we need to leave.
POA today. So go down and have breakfast.
Yeah.
Then come back up here, pack our stuff. Or are we going to go from breakfast? What way around do you want to do it?
What do you mean?
Well, do you want to come back up to the room after breakfast, or do you want to have our stuff ready, just get everything out, then go for breakfast?
No. I mean, because we're up early, in theory, we could ask or get a car. If we do it from the hotel, we just get an Uber. Get an Uber to, before we pack and leave, get an Uber to the Eiffel Tower. Because I've never seen it that close, and I want to kind of stand underneath it, if you can.
Okay.
I don't know if you can.
It's not far from here.
Or be really close, yeah. I don't want to walk it, like we could do.
It would be really good to get a picture of Fumps in front of the Eiffel
Yeah,
Tower.
because we've got time on our side. We
Yeah.
need to get him up now, go and have breakfast, come back to the room, pack our stuff quickly, then go and get an Uber over there, take some photos, come back, get an Uber to the airport.
Okay.
That sound
What
good?
time's the flight again? 11.
Air France give you this itinerary,
Okay, that's good.
and they say airport arrival 11:30 recommended, bag drop 12:20, takeoff is boarding is at 12:30,
Gate closed 12:40.
Oh, okay, that's later than I
Departure
thought.
is
I was
1.
panicking, thinking that it was like 11, and I was like, how the hell am
Well,
I going to do it?
I had to get up early at 6:38 to film the pool, but I know how long it you take. And I was hoping.
Good shout.
Yeah, but I was hoping that we then don't have to stress and we can quickly go and see the eye, because we can't go on to Paris and just see it from afar.
No.
We can see it quick, but I mean, like already now, like time's getting on. It's 7:30, and like what time did it say leave here? 10. It gives us 3 hours.
Yeah, no, that's good. We'll do that then.
And then that'll give us an hour to get to the airport.
How long is the flight to Seville, do you know? Is it 2 hours? Can't be 2 hours from France. Surely it's only an hour.
It says we arrive at 3:30. We leave at 1.
Yeah, but they're...
2.5 hours, really?
Really?
Where's Seville?
I thought we were halfway there when we were in France.
No, you're not though, are you? Because you're pretty much near
Well, it's
Gatwick.
the south of Spain, but it's not as south as you can get, because obviously we've got a bit of a drive. Well, not a massive drive, but a little drive.
I'm so happy the weather's going to be good.
Yeah.
Like
got that.
today, but tomorrow a bit cloudy but sunny, and then it will be lovely and sunny. So for the rest of the time we're there, and Gibraltar, it's going to be gorgeous, hopefully.